Hello everyone and welcome to another blog video of Train You Can. And in today's blog video we want to talk about what is accreditation, what does it mean, what is the tricks that people use to trap you there. We're also going to talk about the SETA, SAQA and the QCTO trademark. Certificates, I've got a certificate or a statement of results. How do you check that your certificate is actually valid? And that includes also our statement of results from the SETAs, and then how to verify your achievements that you can actually do yourself directly with SAQA, and how to report fakes or complaints about the institution. So the first topic I want to talk about is accreditation. It's quite a popular topic. People always say this course is accredited and that course is accredited, but basically it means nothing because they did not use the word SETA or NKF. Now, let me try and explain this. Say, for example, I always use the example of KFC. A KFC branch has got a course. Now, the definition of accreditation means the approval by a higher authority. So the KFC branch say, because the head office, that is the higher authority, approved this course, therefore our course is accredited. Because our head office approved it, therefore our course is accredited. And that's 100% right. But that is not what I want. I want SETA, NKF or SAQA registered certificate. So whenever you're looking at any course, anyone offers a course, they send you the brochure, the website or anything, they must say there it's SETA accredited or NKF accredited or QCTO accredited. If they don't add that to the word accredited, then the word accredited means nothing. So please always look out for that one. The next one is quite interesting. Is trademarks. I don't know if you guys know this, but the SETA and including the QCTO actually got a trademark on their logo. So any person who uses the reference to their names or use their logos or the SAQA logo unauthorized, you actually need a letter. The training provider needs a letter from the SETA or SAQA that allows them to use their logo. So if they use the logo on any marketing material and they're not accredited, it is illegal. So please, I don't want to go too much detail about this trademark. As long as you know about it. So any person who offers, put the logos on material and it's not the right thing, go and report him to these institutions. There's a nice letter also about the QCTO essentially that I just pulled off yesterday from their website. Now, looking at the certificate, I see a lot of people on social media always say, I've got the certificate, is it the real deal? Now, one of the things to look for, and that is for a certificate for a short course or a skills course like we call. There's certain things that should appear on it. Obviously, the person's full name and surname and the ID number. You'll be surprised how many of these I've seen the ID number is not there. Then the SAQA unit standard reference number, that ID number on the SAQA website. We call it a unit standard number. The description, the NKF level, and the credits must be on there. And then obviously, I just want to move my screen here. The training provider's logo and full contact details, not only blah 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 name, the full details, the company registration number, the accreditation number, everything should be on there. And then the SETA or the institution that approved them, their logo also. In this case it was the ETDP SETA. So that is for a unit standard short course. And then some of us can also do the full qualification. Now, if you've done a full qualification, maybe on a learnership with the SETA, then the training provider won't issue that certificate. The SETA will actually issue it, or the QCTO will issue that. Yeah, that's correct. So that will never come from the SETA, from the training provider. It doesn't have the training provider's logo even on the SETA or the QCTO actually issue it with their logo. The training provider get it from them and then they hand it down to you. Then we also can go into a statement of results. Now, what is a statement of results? We always refer to it as an SOR. A statement of results is like a letter issued from the SETA to confirm what the training provider have registered you with. So you've completed the course, they will verify it, and the SETA immediately issue a letter to say what were registered for you. So there's a typical one. I mean, I think the most common one is the ETDP SETA statement of results. Every single SETAs look a bit different. So I just want to go and look again at the ETDP SETA statement of results. Now, again, obviously the CETA's logo was on there. We know about the trademarks, so don't use the CETA's logo on a document if you're not allowed to, because there's legal implications for that. We can see here at the back, we can see the EDTP CETA's watermark. Yeah, I think the EDTP CETA statement of results changed twice in the last 10 or 15 years. But basically the format always looked the same, very similar. And then obviously we want the person's name and ID number. There's all the SAQA unit standard numbers here, the description, the credits, and even the dates that it was endorsed. At the bottom is the manager of the ETQA for that CETA's signature. And sometimes a learner might have multiple of these letters, so you won't have one letter with everything on. For certain reasons, they sometimes issue multiple letters. So that's a typical example of a statement of results, and I think bulk of the CETA's statement of results basically look the same. Now, okay, so we spoke about the certificates. Well, I know what to look out for, what should be, basically on a certificate, and what is a statement of results, but you're still a bit unsure. So there's no another way that you can go to SAQA and actually check that your stuff is registered on the SAQA, the NRLD database, what we call. And it's quite an easy process. You go to the SAQA website. There's a tab that you can click there, verify my qualifications or achievements, like we say. Otherwise, you can just send an email to verificationsletter@saqua.org. It's a simple email you send off with your name and ID number on. You just say there, I want the copy, the request, the transcript of my achievements. So put your name and ID number on. Just send them an email off. They will reply with you and then tell you the procedure. It's a free process. You tell him nothing about you. You just tell him your ID number and your name. You send it off, and then they will send you a transcript of every single thing that is registered with you. Now, I know some institution comes with this story, and they say, oh, but your stuff don't appear on there because our accreditation it's not registered with that. I don't know, it's a long story. We know now there's one accreditation. If you're not SETA or SAQA NKF accredited, your details will not appear on that document. So they must inform you, then they're not really accredited with the SETAs, the accreditation that I'm referring to. Now, again, guys, there's a couple of ways, if I'm not happy with the training provider, I feel they've advertised wrongly, or I have a complaint about the SETA or a training provider, and how do you deal with that? So I think the first thing is to find out who approved that training provider, or that institution. Is it Malusi? Is it QCTO? Is it the SETA? Find out who is that, and then directly go and forward your complaint to that institution that approved them. It's very, very important. Put all your details in, their full name and ID number and contact details, the provider's contact details, attach certificates or proof or whatever you have. And if you still don't get any response, you can then also forward your request quite directly to the QCTO info and qcto.org.za. That's quite helpful. Someone from that help desk will come back, and they will then tell you what is the procedure or help you with the process. Okay, guys, that was just a quick website how we understand the process. And please If you feel that we have left anything out or something you maybe want to clear up, please feel free to comment on the links. I will put all the links and all the documents and all the information on our YouTube video at the bottom, so you will be able to get it there if you want to. If there's anything you want to add to the video, please comment in our comments below and help us to keep this resources always up to date. Thank you, guys.